He's a veteran?
Eli doesn't listen to Little Weezy.
No. He listens to Weezer.
He does listen to Weezer. Great cover, by the way. I retract my statement. It was good.
Oh, the cover of Africa. Yes. Fantastic.
I'm going to go with Eli Manning here because I know how much the city loves him. I know when he was benched for Geno Smith last year, this city was personally offended, insulted, hurt, in tears. And I want him to go and shut everybody up. I want him to say, you know what? We've seen Ryan Fitzpatrick play recklessly. Play reckless. Go out there, give it all you've got, whether this is your last season or one of your last seasons. Show them who you are, which is a 2-time Super Bowl champ, and that you can make big things happen in games, which he's done in his career. Let's go back to his rookie year, right? This team lost 8 straight going into week 17 of 2004. Guys, 8 straight games. He's looking for his first win as a starter. They're down 3. He leads them to the length of the field for this game-winning touchdown. He had guts here as a rookie to audible to run a play with 16 seconds and no timeouts left. Let's go and fast forward to the Super Bowl. Giants, of course, taking on the Patriots. This was the spoiler. Who thought that he could do this? Really think about that.
Nobody did.
Perform on this stage. They're trying to have an undefeated season. Not so fast. Fourth quarter, obviously, hits Tyree. They score the go-ahead touchdown.
And last.
Mr. Plexico. Eli wins his first Super Bowl. All right, let's fast forward to another non-Super Bowl game. 2011, week 16, Giants-Jets. Giants were 7-7. Playoffs were in doubt. The sky is falling here in New York. He's probably all over the back pages, Triggs. Second quarter to who? Number 80, salsing Victor Cruz.
You were right there, Bart.
I was on the sideline drinking Gatorade.
You were not a part of this play?
They took you out on the nickel?
Of course, they go on to win the game. They go on to win the NFC East. They go on to win the NFC title game. And they go on to win the Super Bowl.
Smith just cried.
Giants-Pats, part 2. Fourth quarter, they're trailing 17-15. What's
Mario!
You mean Mario Manningham.
On the sideline. At this point, you know it's going to happen. And I'm not saying he's the same guy, but don't tell me that he doesn't have this in him. This is part of Eli Manning's story, his legacy, his DNA. Go out there, make plays. You have Odell. It's raining. What a perfect night to shut everybody out.
Nice. Hey, I love it.
And all of those.
Here we go, Bart. Here we go.
In all those highlights, he had an offensive line. He had a great offensive line those days. Those days are over.
I just want to see you go out there and play reckless.
Good luck, Chuck. I tell you what, he's looking at that rush now. I mean, I tell you what, he's taking a lot of body blows.
He's playing scared?
That was a lot of scar tissue. He had no scar tissue back then. He has plenty now.
He's playing scared?
I don't think he's playing scared. You always have to ask yourself, and we were talking about this in the back. You have to ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to take the risk? And I don't know if he's willing to take the risk. As you become an older quarterback or older player, you have more things to play for. Early in a lot of those clips, he was playing for himself. That's all he had to worry about. Now he has a family. You see this happening with Ben Roethlisberger as well. He's starting to consider retirement all the time. You see he's checking himself out. The Ben Roethlisberger that I know would never put himself in a protocol. Right, but now with all the information, he's an older quarterback, and you got to understand they want to have a quality life after the fact. So now you see a lot of Eli chuck and duck. He'll fold up like a bad 10 if you get too close, just blowing him.
I just want to see him wear Odell's clothes after the get at the podium and wear.
I don't know if he can fit him, man. Odell wears some skinny jeans. I don't know.
Yes, I want to see Odell wear Eli's clothes. Hagar, you mentioned you want Eli to everybody to shut up. I want another guy to make everybody shut up. His name is Carson Wentz. Patrick Mahomes is so good, and Jared Goff is so good. You know, it feels like Carson Wentz, there's always another pretty face in Hollywood. And next thing you know, it's Ansel Elgort is everywhere, Timothée Chalamet from Lady Bird. Carson Wentz is Michael B. He's been there before them. He's been there higher than them. Do you know Carson Wentz? We haven't talked about him a lot because they've been losing. Yeah. All he's done and come back from his huge reconstructive knee surgery, the last 2 games he has over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He's been Carson Wentz. He's been mobile. He's been clutch. He's been everything he could possibly do while he's been on his back. Carson Wentz was big before Goff was big before Mahomes, and we don't give it enough credit. Carson Wentz has not played a nationally televised game since like early December of last year. This is a big moment for him. Remember me, I'm Carson Wentz, and I was going to win the MVP last year. I'm the guy. I'm still the captain. My night. That's what I want to see.
Are you talking about Wentz or yourself, man? You sound like you're
like
a little therapy session going on right here.
That's it.
I've never been replaced, though, Bart. I've always been here, dude. I don't need improvement.
Just another
I'm
pretty
always
face.
Talking to myself. You're right. I've been told that many times.
What are you looking at, Triggs?
There's a lot of different players in this game, and there's a lot of action on the field. But I think when it all comes down to it, with the spotlight of NFL Network Thursday night, Odell Beckham is going to put on a show.
What do you got?
I'm not sure it's necessarily one that the Giants fans are looking for. Odell, I feel like, is a little bit on tilt right now. This was the 6 months of the offseason. Odell was a choir boy saint. What Odell are we getting here? Everything's cool or everything's not cool? Because after the Lil Wayne interview with Josina, and then he started playing well on Sunday, but then this week there's talk that Pat Shurmur lit into him in the locker room, and this was the Odell that we saw a couple weeks ago.
Love him.
Odell's going to put on a show. Good or bad, there's going to be something. And the way I see this going, and the way I think the Eagles are going to come out and play tonight, I'm not sure we're getting good Odell. I'm not sure we're getting the Odell of one-handed catches and kissing babies and smiling in the lot. This could get weird. This could get ugly. This could get the Odell that you didn't want to give $90 million to a couple of weeks ago. Odell's already on the back pages everywhere, and one of them says, "Save us." I think Odell's got to save himself.
Look at Eli. Why you don't put Eli's face on there like that? That's so disrespectful to Eli.
I don't know. I think
Post wins that one.
Odell's going to put on a show. I don't know if it's a good show or bad show, but for some reason I feel like this might get a little weird and might get a little hairy early on in this one.
More on this game just ahead, but we also have to talk about the Marshawn Lynch revenge game.
Do it.